You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, also known as Buddy Luscious. He was singing to us in here.
Buddy Luscious. Yeah, it used to be...
do that for us. You should sing the news today.
Oh, let's just make light of my multi-personality disorder.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, Buddy Luscious. This thing I used to do years ago. Buddy Luscious, ladies and gentlemen.
A little bit of a lounge singer.
Buddy Luscious. He'd be in the boom boom room.
Nice.
Stage left of somewhere in Las Vegas. Yeah,
very cool.
Pretty
what
awesome.
Do we have today?
Some real entertainers with birthdays, actually. You knew her, you loved her. Natalie Schaefer. Born this day, probably knew her best as Thurston Howell's wife, Lovey.
Oh, Lovey.
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Classy lady. I always liked her.
That was the thing. There were people who were like, are you a Ginger or are you a Marianne?
Nobody ever asked about Mrs. Howell.
No, seriously, I had a friend that's like, I'm more of a Lovey kind of guy. And we all just quit hanging out with him.
Well, it's kind of a generational thing, I would guess.
He was 15.
He was 15. Wow. Oh.
Probably shouldn't hang with him no more.
Okay. Well, mother of the super famous Kardashian sisters, Kris Jenner.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was married to Bruce.
Yeah.
And then later, were they still married when he became Caitlyn?
Yes, actually.
Oh, they were?
I think so. Well, they're still hanging out. I don't know, because I got news for you. Never followed that whole thing.
Me
Never
either.
watched the show, not a one single time.
But Miss Kris is 66 today.
Happy birthday.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's from Canada. You know him, you love him. He got his first real six-string in the summer of '69. Bryan Adams.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Is 62 today. What's going on in the historical world?
You know what year he really got that six string, Dan?
Well, according to the song, it was summer of '69, John.
Really, the summer of '75. They changed the lyrics on him.
Okay, John, I'm okay. I just hit the timer. You go, buddy.
If you listen to the song now and put summer of '75, everything rhymes. Best days of our lives, summer of '75. The music, like the publishing, the people that did the music, whatever they call it, music company changed it to summer of '69.
Seriously, if we were married, I'd murder you.
Heidi says that to me all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Married.
You'd be waking up dirt napping it.
Sorry, summer of '75.
Holy cow.
Now we all know
Woo!
something. And if I turn up dead, you guys, they did it.
You heard it.
They did it.
Speaking of dead, it was 1979 in a national address. Then Supreme Leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khomeini, describes the United States as the Great Satan.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
He was not a fan, huh?
Only part he got right was the Great. 1935, Parker Brothers decides to torture the entire country, introduces us to the game of Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Still played to this day.
Yeah.
It is.
I'll still sit down for a
Yeah.
game of Monopoly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And in 1872, consider this, 1872, American women's right to vote advocate, Susan B. Anthony, does in fact vote.
Yeah.
Votes for Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah.
Also this day in 1872, Ulysses S. Grant is elected president.
All right.
Yeah, because you kind of had to go on voting day back then.
Okay.
Susan B. didn't have a month to put something in
That's
the mail.
probably the way
you know,
it should
so
still
like,
be.
Yeah, that.
done.
Do you know what
whole thing.
Ulysses S. Grant's real name is?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, is it in a Bryan Adams song, John?
Hiram.
Oh, you have a
Ulysses.
vacation slideshow I can watch? That'd be great.
Never mind. We'll just let you go.
Oh, holy
His real first name was
cow.
Hiram.
Well, I know more than I really wanted to, and and we can just broom ahead here.
Gonna do it. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by our commercial-free Christmas channel, streaming now at snowyradio.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Friday?
Well, I believe it is this Sunday where we got Jack the Clock's back.
Oh, yeah. It's your turn back time.
Back time. And I've never really given it any thought. It's like, how did that whole thing happen?
Oh, yeah.
So I actually took the time and kind of dialed it up here. Time zones, of course, were introduced by the major railroad companies back in 1883.
Okay.
Is where it all started. That was to resolve confusion and avoid train crashes caused by different local times.
Okay.
Now, United States, when we entered World War I back in 1918, the government delegated time zone supervision to the federal organization in charge of railroad regulation. These days, it's the Department of Transportation and has been since 1966. The Department of Transportation was founded to serve as a focal point of responsibility for transportation safety and the given regulatory power over time zones. The DST and implemented uniformly across the nation with dates for the twice-yearly transitions set by law. But this whole thing was started because of traffic accidents and crazy traffic stuff across the country.
Yeah.
And we do it to this day. 28 states so far have filed
To get out of this?
paperwork to just stop this.
Arizona
Right.
does not. They
Interesting.
don't celebrate.
Yeah, and it gets pretty crazy, the daylight saving, because I have kids on both sides of the country.
Yeah.
So between me, Luke, and Sadie,
Right.
it's literally 3 different time zones. It gets super confusing.
Right.
We literally can't do a conference
I'd be
call.
totally okay with it being gone.
Yeah, but it is the Department of Transportation. So think of this, daylight savings time, all that stuff. It's basically run by Pete Buttigieg now.
Yep,
so
I was just going to say.
we should be okay, 'cause
I was just going to say
an
that.
amazing job.
Is he?
Look at him just clear those ports out and everything else. We should be just fine. I'll keep you posted. But I found that interesting. I did not know some of that.
Well, this weekend, when you turn back your clock 1 hour, you gain an hour, right? Is that how that works?
Yes.
It's all made up.
But
It's
I'm
all
just saying, you gain an
pretend,
hour.
but supposedly, in theory, yes.
A lot of people sleep through that hour. Several years ago, I came up with this thing where I don't sleep through that hour. I wake up an extra hour, and I do something that I haven't had time to do. This weekend,
This year, clean your garage.
cleaning my garage. It's going to take way more than an hour. But yeah, don't sleep through that hour. Dan, thanks for that.
Hey, my pleasure.
We also find it interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio here with quite a stack of stuff. What you got over there?
You know, people think I make this up because every now and again I'll say, hey, Sioux Falls is just flush with money.
Oh, yeah.
There's $10 bills just floating down the gutters, and it all comes from City Hall.
Yeah.
You know, if you look, the windows are basically caulked with $20 bills. Everything's just money. There's just money. Good news, Thrashers. Ask me what a Thrasher is.
What's
Is
a
that a skateboarder?
thrasher?
It's a
I
skateboarder.
already knew that.
Nice.
Other Thrashers. Hey, Thrashers, your hopes of being able to do a backside and a broad slide and a 360 flip and a variety of other skateboarding tricks inside a brand new state-of-the-art skateboard park in Sioux Falls just got a whole lot closer to reality.
Yeah.
City of Sioux Falls is prepared to dedicate $800,000 in matching funds to the Sioux Falls Skateboard Association to, in fact, build this state-of-the-art facility.
10th and Cliff? Is that where it's going to be?
There's already one.
But I
up
think
there
that's
at
where...
Drake Springs. In fact, that's where the original one was, where the pool used to be,
Yeah.
and the best ball diamond in the city, which they buried to build some little pea pool.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, invest another several $1 million in that.
But I think that's where this new one is going to go as well. It's going to just improve the one that's there, and it's going to be bigger and better and badder and nicer and all of that.
I can't wait to use it.
Yeah, we should.
I can't wait to use it.
We should go down there with our skateboards.
Kidding? The money with this particular organization, together with the $800,000 in matching funds from the city, will be used to help fund that $1.35 million proposed project.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yes, John, you are correct. It's over there by the Drake Springs Family Aquatic Center at 10th and Cliff. So, again, if you're running a little low on dough, you just go down to City Hall, knock on Mayor Paul's office and go, hey, man, can I get 20 large? I got to get a tank of gas.
That's a big tank of gas.
So hang on, what drawer did I put it in this morning? Hey, it's right here in my suit pocket. It's crazy.
Some results may vary.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Dan, thank you for that.
absolutely.
All right, coming up in a moment, we're going to get some really good news from Dan. He has some hard-hitting, action-packed news on the way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. And one of the brightest people I know, I've got Sadie from downtown Sioux Falls. How you doing, Sadie?
Oh my gosh, so good after that compliment. Thank you.
You are always so bright and cheerful every time we talk, and we usually are talking about some awesome event that's coming up. Today, we got two awesome things we're going to talk about. Got First Friday today, but also it's kind of the kickoff of the downtown. It's a special coupon book that you do. So which one do you want to talk about first?
Let's start off with November 1st Friday because, throughout the year, every first Friday of the month is special in downtown Sioux Falls, because there's always businesses and organizations doing fun stuff. So you can find lots of great things. You can do live music at our wine bar. The Washington Pavilion does free First Friday admission, so great free family fun. You can also get some special deals at Rayfeld's Art and Framing or Lori Bell's Boutique, and even maybe visit Severn's Brewing Company. So there's lots of fun things always going on First Fridays. And usually downtown Sioux Falls is hosting an event or kicking off another promotion. And so we can get into that too.
That is awesome. And the promotion we're doing now is a really cool way to, first of all, save money with the coupon book, but also to give money to a great cause. So tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, and we like to think of this as a win-win-win situation. You named it right there. It is the 10th annual Downtown Gives Coupon Book Fundraiser. And this is an annual fundraiser that every year we pick a new nonprofit to give our proceeds to for this coupon book, but also do it right around the holiday shopping season. And these businesses get together to promote and do deals and just get some community people downtown and shopping. So it's a win because we're supporting local businesses. It's a win because we're supporting a local nonprofit, and we're also going to get you some deals in that book. So the book is $15, and there's 38 businesses participating. And so they're all great deals from restaurants, retailers, and other organizations too. And so you can purchase those books starting today at any of the participating locations, and you can purchase these books starting today throughout the rest of the year. But what's great about these coupons, too, is that once you buy them, once you receive them, you can start using them, and you can use them through the end of March 2022.
Nice.
So you have lots of time to use them, and we just want to make sure that there's lots of people coming out for the holiday season to shop local. You know, it makes a great gift. Personally, John, I use this as a way to get presents. I get the book, and then I use the coupons to buy my Christmas presents. So it really is just a great way to do your holiday shopping in downtown.
Everybody wins with it. And you can get all the details on that and also the details on First Friday on the website DTSF.com. So that's for downtown Sioux Falls, DTSF.com. Sadie, thank you very much for your time today. We always appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and happy First Friday.
Absolutely. Again, it's today, First Friday, and the kickoff of the coupon book. If you want all the details, find it right now at DTSF.com.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out, just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
And it's time right now for the newsiest news we do. It's time for news with Dan Farris.
I wear out the shoe leather.
You do?
I bang on desks and I demand answers. That's what I do. And I don't just do it here. I cover the globe, man.
Oh, wow.
We're going to bounce over to Johnson County here, Arkansas. We're going down south because I love the way this story ends because it has to do with law enforcement and a pretty sizable drug bust.
Oh, nice.
According to Johnson County Sheriff's Office, driver of a vehicle ran away from a traffic stop on Tuesday after deputy poked his head in the window and saw methamphetamine paraphernalia in plain view.
Yikes.
Woman in the vehicle also tried to stash a little bag of pills while things were going on. Well, they called in reinforcements, little canine unit, little poocheroo.
Gotta love the puppies.
Love dogs wearing a badge, man. They rock. Called to the scene. Deputies located the driver hiding in a wooded area nearby. She had bailed from the car and ran. Found her, hauled her in, actually, and she was with someone else, too. The pair, turns out, were both felons from Oklahoma. Woman had felony warrants out for vehicle theft. Suspect's vehicle was searched. Dog sniffed out 100 grams of meth, over 150 Xanax pills, half a pound of Mary Jane, that's marijuana, that's the devil's lettuce, and a handgun with the serial numbers conveniently scratched off. That law enforcement said, yep, that gun was stolen too. Now here's the good part. A lot of those drugs were stashed into packages of Little Debbie snack cakes, including oatmeal cream pies. According to police department's Facebook page, quote, as cops, we can't begin to tell you how much that upset us. Snack food is our life. Criminals start messing with Little Debbie cakes. We're going to take that personally.
Yeah. Me too.
Now you know why those things are so addicting.
Leave little Debbie out of this.
I just love that they use that in their Facebook post.
That's fantastic.
And then there's a picture of of a box of oatmeal cream pies stashed with meth.
That's awesome, man.
Not my favorites, by the way.
I do like those.
I know you do. You get them and then I don't eat them. That's why you get them.
Hey, John, Heidi, who's up for a little glimpse of sports?
Me!
Sports world. Oh, this is timely. This is going to be huge. Ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Football coming up. This Monday night, it is the 3-5 Bears paying a little visit to the 4-3 Steelers. Pretty even stats there with 3-5 and a 4-3. Think it's going to be a great game. You would be thinking, wrong, because here's the deal. Bears quarterback Justin Fields. So far this season, a whopping 3 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Stinks on ice. But here's the big stat.
Yeah.
Justin's been sacked 26 times so far. That's the most of any quarterback in the NFL. Meanwhile, Steelers defense are averaging almost 3 sacks per game. So in an effort to save time, effort, and multiple beatdowns, Fields will be playing that game laying down. Final score, Steelers 57, Bears 3 from the sunny 93.3 News Desk. I'm Dan Farris. Reminding you, if it's news, it's news to me. Hey, thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, November 5th, 2021. The S&P 500 moved up to set another new all-time high Thursday with notable strength in the tech sector. The Nasdaq Composite led the day's action with a gain of more than 0.5% and also set a new all-time high. The move comes in the wake of the FOMC's tapering announcement, an announcement that was both long expected and less than what the market was expecting. The FOMC says it will taper bond purchase into the second half of next year, when it may begin hiking interest rates. The risk for the market and the FOMC is inflation. If the pace of inflation continues to rise as it has been, the first interest rate hikes could come sooner than expected and be larger than forecast. The CME's FedWatch tool is projecting the first rate hike will come in June of 2022 and be at least 25 basis points. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.